Okay, so if you want to host an event, you're going to get 10% of the gates, 10% of the registration fees. So in this case, this was a 38 boat tournament, and that came to $1,900. So your team will get $190. And all you have to do is supply around 7 to 8 people to help out. And in this video, I'll explain what all those jobs are, what people need to do, and your school will get that money. Now, you can do anything you want with that money. You can use it for entry fees for future tournaments. You can use it for gasoline or lodging, any way you want. It's just a fundraiser for your fishing team. If you want to give it to the individual coaches, you can do that. It's all up to you. And that money will be sent to you via PayPal, usually the very next day after the tournament is over with. So I'm going to explain how to do the hosting now. So usually in the morning, we want 1 or 2 volunteers to be provided by the host. Uh, we will give you some of the bright neon jackets so that people can see you. And basically, you're just going to help with the check-in process. The tournament manager will be running most of the show. You'll be helping to pull off tape for the trolling motor. You'll be helping to hand out, in this tournament, they're handing out discs, little frisbees, but we changed that to more of a lanyard style with the boat number. And then this person that's standing there with the clipboard, he's helping check teams off. So again, 1 to 2 people is really all that's needed, and it's only for the morning. Most of our tournaments, the tournament begins at 7 a.m., so these people would have to be at the boat ramp by 6. And at 6 a.m. we start checking in boats. If you watch this, the whole process per boat takes probably a minute or less. And by doing that, we can get through 30 to 40 to even 50 boats pretty quickly. It doesn't take too long to check people in. And then they go directly to the boat ramp. So that's, again, we need 1 to 2 people to be hosting for that, the check-in. In addition to the check-in, we are going to need somebody at the end of the tournament to be checking teams in as they come back to the dock. So you would stand out at the end of the dock with a neon jacket and a clipboard, and you would simply just check off boats as they come in. And they do have to be in by a certain designated time, and that will be written down on the clipboard. So typically we have a group coming in at 2, and then another group at 2:10, another group at 2:20, and so on. And so you would just be checking those off as they come in. So you would probably have to be there by 1:30 at the latest to get instructions, and that person would be doing that until roughly about 2:30, depending on the size of the tournament. They may have maybe stay there till 2:40 if it's a bigger tournament. Next is the weigh-in process, and I would recommend 2 to 3 people that be helping out with the weigh-in. Again, the tournament manager will be doing most of the weighing in of fish, but we are going to need people to be helping with the computer work, and you'll see in a second, you'll see that person there on the far left. You'll see the person with the marker. They are doing the leaderboard, and oftentimes 1 to 2 people would be required for that. And you'll see the leaderboard in a second. And then also we're going to have, starting next year, people bumping fish. So we'll have a tank, a big sink, and you'll help bump fish prior to the weigh-in. So 3 people minimum, possibly even 4 for the weigh-in would be advised for this. So in a second, you're going to see the leaderboard. So the leaderboard is on magnetic strips. So the woman that's writing with the marker, she'll write the school name and the weight. As the tournament manager reads off the weight, she'll write those down. And then oftentimes it's best to hand that off to another person, and then they will adjust the leaderboard and pull the strips off if the placements will change. So here you're going to see the leaderboard in a second, and I'll zoom in on it. So usually one person is writing, and then another person's doing the adjusting. If you're shorthanded, you could have one person doing both, but ideally you would have 2 people for that. So really 4 people at the weigh-in would be the best. After each fish is weighed in, we take pictures of the fish. We don't have that here. These are the awards, and you'll also take pictures of that. So we need one person to run a camera, possibly two if we want to do a live streaming. The other thing that I don't have in this video are weigh bag maintenance people. We need two people to be handing out weigh bags and collecting weigh bags back from the kids as they come up to weigh their fish. So that's what you need to host an event and make money for your team.